Alright, what's up everybody? Hi, hello. I'm Dove. Welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know how I'm gonna get into those embassies to find the truth. Yeah, we were doing some justice. Gotta put this away before the Cellcat see I have weapons. Any day now, Brandland, Star Heroes, please. Cool. So, I've questioned just about. Is this gonna start a thing? Nope. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, so I pretty much talked to everybody that I can think of in the sense of like getting info from witnesses and all that. I said there was more than meets the eye, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I should just like see if he has anything more to tell me, Sunri. Cause like, yeah, I don't know if I'm getting into those embassies. I would need security clearance, and at least for one of them. Like, I kind of want to just play around a little bit. So let's see if he has anything for me. First off, it'd probably help if if I actually went to the right spot. Don't know why the guy said to go into the embassies. I don't see myself doing that. I feel like at best I'm getting into one, or they're like plot dungeons and I don't necessarily care. Alora, what have you got for me?
I hear you've been appointed as
Okay.
Sunrise.
That's...
And there's... I hear you...
You know, I gotta ask. This is like absolutely the worst time to bring this up, but was Sunri having an affair?
Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alassa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Yeah. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first Sith.
That was a long time ago. In a war, far, far away. He's changed now. Settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. Find the real...
I miss like this. I gotta ask him now.
Jolie! Coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
There's a few things we gotta clear up real this time.
Go ahead, ask.
First off, there was a Rodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manaan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manaan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask.
The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I wonder. You should ask.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you it wasn't
Oh,
easy.
jeez.
She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me. Further, they say they found my hero's crop. Obviously, the Sith planted the crop. I hope you can see anything else. Well, you know I was having an affair with my... Obviously, any... Very well. Once you've gotten...
I don't like this. Let's go to 10. Alright. I suppose I have all I need. I'm not getting into those embassies right now. PR is impartial as the office is traditionally supposed to be. The off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some irrational causes. We heard about young Selkath going missing? I find it very suspicious, but there are no signs of kidnappings. It's likely, though, that it has been perpetrated by Outworlders once as yourself, perhaps. Anything else you need? Not quite. I am checking my Discord, though. Okay. Let's what do you know of the murder? Okay, well, let's just start the trial, I guess. Instruction is given the case can never be reopened. That's for my save file to decide. Must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. This is the role of arbiter. Are you certain you wish to begin the trial now? Yeah, I'm not getting into the embassies. Shall advise the court and we shall begin immediately. Oh, good. I just... yeah. The record shows that the trial of Sunray versus the Otto City Authority has commenced. Presiding are the judges Selkar, Joseph, Nalashikan, Kota, and Dula. The trial is to determine the culpability of Sunray in the death of the Sith Alassa. Representing Sunray in his defense is a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? Yeah, let's use the Force. That'll work great. Nah, I'll just do this the Bran Lenstar way, and I will find Sunray innocent. That remains to be seen. Acting as prosecutor for the Otto City Authority is an impartial observer from the Sith Empire.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunray is executed for the crime he has committed.
Thanks, Liquid Snake. Do not be too overzealous in pressing your commissions. The first matter of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor, Ignis, of the hotel where the murder has occurred. What is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunray, left before I heard the blaster shot.
Impossible!
Know your place, Sith. This is serious evidence indeed. The court will keep this in mind near the top of the list of pertinent facts. We will now begin by calling forth the witnesses to the crime and taking their testimony. After each witness has given their testimony and you have cross-examined them, you may ask the presiding judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by Manon law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. Ferret. Prosecution question the witness first.
You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
God. Objection!
Of course, Your Honor. Firith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Very pertinent point, prosecutor. It is on the defense's turn to cross-examine the witness. Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
Any additional questions? Do you think the metal left at the crime scene was not a little too obvious?
I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
His argument has been made. Any additional questions? I'm not gonna ask this because any idiot can pull out a blaster. I mean, that's just kind of... By the way, Elassa is a Dark Jedi, isn't she?
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
No, this piece of evidence is very important. It establishes the character of Elassa and perhaps her intent in killing Sunry. Any additional questions? No. It's an opportunity to poll the judges. You know what? No. Rodian Glupor. Prosecution of witness. Question.
Glupor the Rodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Yes, Glupor sees Sunry running down hallway. When Glupor looked Henry and Sith woman dead on floor.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith, perhaps. It is the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Did you see the murder? Not see Sunry, really hurt Sith. Glupor did see Sunry leaving room with dead Sith. But Glupor not see him really kill Sith. An important distinction, Arbiter. Wish to ask the witness anything else. Isn't the metal at the crime scene a little too obvious of a clue? Glupor not know why anyone leave things in someone else's room. Seeing things happen is just odd. Yes, odd indeed. Did you plant the metal on Elassa?
Don't do it, Glupor.
The prosecution will be silent. What is it you wish to say, Glupor? Glupor paid by Sith to plant that metal. Ooh.
Lies! Slander! I object!
You are certain of this, Glupor? This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? No, I rest my case. All the judges at this time. Nah. Laura, Sunry's wife.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
A supposition for now, prosecutor. Any questions for the witness?
Yes.
Whoops. Oh, did
Yes,
not
it
mean
was
to do
true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
that. Oh, that I
It
hope that
seems
doesn't hurt.
painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
You have already questioned the witness, prosecutor. Wait, really? Did that help my case by accident?
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
It will influence our deliberation considerably. Oh, this might have hurt. That might have hurt my case. Any more questions, Arbiter? I better get my foot out of my mouth while I can. Yeah, I'm gonna just take my foot out of my mouth. Nah, it's more fun this way.
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors.
Okay, that's about right.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Alassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Alassa, my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Do not interrupt the accused. In fact, I think you've said quite enough already, prosecutor. Do you have any questions to ask the accused? Oh, you bet I do. How could Alassa have gotten a hold of your medal?
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
True, but it does have merit and deserves consideration. Is there anything else you wish to ask the accused? You were going there to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Yes, it is. Be silent, prosecutor. This is a very valuable point that lends some credence to your defense, Arbiter. I'm quitting while I'm ahead here. I'm pretty sure, like, I kind of undid the damage I did by having Elora blurt out the affair. No. Also no. Do not present, in closing, its summary of the pertinent facts of the case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Alassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Indeed. And your closing statements, Arbiter? I'm gonna wait. Okay. You know, no one actually witnessed the murder. True.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
If you speak out of turn again, you will be forcibly ejected from the court. The Arbiter speaks a valid fact. Is there another point you would make? They don't care about this, they care about facts. This is not a fact because it's a blaster shot. And that is conjecture. But Sunri was going there to end the affair, so the Sith had her killed. Which is also conjecture, but besides the point. Sunri was ending the affair, and that is a fact.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Your time for arguments has passed, and you would do well to remember that. The Arbiter's argument does bring up a valid point. Is there anything else you would state? Nope. I better just leave it at that. I presented my facts. Yeah, I'm just presenting the facts as law. There's no reason to get heated about it, but besides, watching Liquid Snake bury himself like this has been absolutely delightful. Find Sunri innocent of the murder of the Sith Alasa. You damn right. In addition, this court finds the Sith Empire guilty of conspiracy and obstruction of justice.
Your honors, no!
Silence. The Sith Empire is hereby forced to subsidize a portion of Republic purchases on Manaan for a period of the next solar year. Oh. The verdict has been delivered, and this trial is now over.
Oh, Sunri, I'm so glad.
Elora, thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm actually going to level up. Skills. Awareness. I want to put one more into Persuade, actually. Oh, I have remaining. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's fine then. Powers. What are you gonna recommend? Stasis Field? No. As cool as that would be, interesting. I'm gonna add force resistance, because I get the feeling that as I go further in the game, this is going to give me a lot more... I kind of dipped a little out of light there, whoops. That's fine. You're no longer an arbiter of the Silk Efforts. I cannot allow you, so thank you, that's fine. Okay, that went surprisingly well, so... Considering I almost botched the trial by having Elora blurt out that they were having an affair, that actually probably hurt my case a little bit. But overall, yeah. Nice try, Liquid Snake. Oh, well, fine. You know what? Fine. I respect this planet enough to where I can just go home. Considering some of those judges are Sith sympathizers, I'm probably just gonna take it and go here. Now, can I... Hey, negotiator, huh?
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic...
Maybe you could hire me.
I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy and see if he can find anything for you. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You're not recruiting anyone right now. There is nobody here. Okay. I kind of want to play some Pizzacta, like, take my mind off stuff. That, yeah, that 3-part Ace Attorney's shtick was fun and all. I didn't want to pull the judges, so like, here's my thought process behind this case. Manon judges and Manon law has been impartial to a very painful degree. Oh yeah, I can't go into the cells anymore. Yeah. Oh God. So like, I wanted to stick to as little conjecture as possible. I didn't bring up the fact that Sonri was a cripple and couldn't have killed Alasa because, I mean, it was a blaster shot. That, I mean, look, I'll be frank. I've seen things IRL that kind of negate that whole argument entirely. So that wouldn't matter. It was a gun. So yeah, I figured that wasn't a very pertinent fact. And the fact that I bribed, persuaded, and force persuaded some of my witnesses. Although I'm kind of curious, I'm kind of sad I saved over that now, because it's like, man, I'd like to go back and try and force persuade those judges, see how much of a train wreck I could make that case. Maybe the dark side playthrough. Oh right, that's the port. I don't need to leave Manon. I'm not even close to done with this place yet. But yeah, I basically wanted to stick to facts. Because the Selkath do not care that the Sith are evil, because from their point of view, they're just following the law to the letter. And they don't deal in political matters, they deal in facts. That point has been driven home to death.
Hey Tyvark, how's it going?
The Sith continue to befoul the beauty of this watery world, but otherwise I'm keeping well.
Ah, glad to hear it. Hey, this stuff's all for the Republic Embassy, so can you just bill it to them?
Of course, good soldier. I trust the Republic to pay its bills completely.
I always shop here. Tyvark's prices are the best in the city.
Sup, Tyvark? Selkath now seem more distant than before. Treat members of the Republic at arms like only and negatively impact their trade. Give too much deference to the Sith. Okay. About the same then. Okay. Kind of want to buy another advanced medi, but like, kind of like having money on me. You know, it's not that expensive, and advanced med packs have quite literally kept me from dying a bunch of times, so. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, that was my thought process this whole time was, I want to make sure I stick to facts. The Selkath only deal in facts. So I wanted to stick to that as possible, even though I don't know how good I feel about bribing and persuading all of those. I mean, the one witness I normal persuaded was fine. You're gonna try and pull me again? But, cool. Am I in the Sith Embassy area? Yeah, that's Sith base. So I wanted to kind of keep it simple. That's why I didn't pull the judges, why I didn't say a lot of the things I could have said. Are the Sith involved in the recent disappearance of the Selkath youth? No proof that they are, but it wouldn't surprise me. The Sith are evil before. My experiences with the Sith have been mostly pleasant. They come along with me, damage my goods, but I cannot take action against them or they would surely kill me. Right, droid stuff. I don't have droids in my party. Thank you anyway. I bet the Sith aren't too happy with me. Yeah. Let me save real quick. I want to see if they, like, kill me on sight for what I did. Sup, Liquid?
I can't believe you let that murderous Sunry go free. If the Selkath are so neutral and unbiased, why can't the Sith find any justice on this planet? But we Sith have long memories. Soon there will be a day of reckoning. Very soon. So, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm not so unabashed as to where I can't rub this into your face now because you lost. You murder framing... I have some questions.
You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like. Go.
Okay, later, Liquid. I guess next time we're gonna start working into the investigation of the missing Selkath youth. And, yeah, that's about all I can, really think of at this point. That case was very invigorating to figure out. I get the feeling it probably won't be the last time. Because there was one on Dantooine, there was one here. There might be one on Korriban for all I know. Let's swoop reg. I could do some race. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. That doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. So yeah, next time we're totally gonna investigate some missing youth or whatever the game said before. Totes.